Good afternoon, friends. I'm going to head out here and do a couple of animal chores. I'm going to make sure the goats and chickens have water and food and whatnot. And we just had dinner. And I got some leftover rolls. It was the second time of us, eating them, using them. And so I figured being warmed up was enough, to warm up once after the initial cooking. So I want to give these to the chickens as a little treat. Blossom right here. Hey, baby. Looks like Lily needs to clean her window. Well, actually I do because it's outside. But I'm going to take them that, and then I know the goats will need another thing of hay brought down. I just figured we'd bring you along for chores this evening. I didn't really have a video planned. I was really trying to get back in the habit of recording more often. And, finding my joy in that again and whatnot. But just, it's not really been there lately. Just because of, stuff going on. I do enjoy recording and whatnot. My views have been terrible, but I blame myself for that, for taking off that month or whatever that I did. And it is what it is. I just tell myself that I just do this for fun. I don't do this as income, because it would be a big failure on my part. So we just do it for fun. The little bit of income we get, as is just a little bonus and whatnot. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to go out here and get these chores done. And I do want to say that I posted our little, check-in update, and then I had another video go up because that video was actually already scheduled, and I just popped in that little we're okay update just for you all to know that, we was okay. What are you doing? Saving cicadas? Yeah. So that's all you was doing.
The dead one. So sad.
Oh. What do you need? Huh? You need some hay? Okay.
My walk again.
It's annoying how dirty it looks. See? She can't even see out of it. She can't even do that.
Let's not.
Go be cleaning his room.
Oh, I clean mine.
Alright, so got the chores done and whatnot, and then I take a shower. So I didn't get to walk up here. I mean, I forgot that I wanted to walk up here and do a check of the strawberries. We are getting some, at least a few strawberries a day now, and so I like to check them. Strawberries, especially the ones that we grow, because they're kind of small. If you don't get them when they're ripe, they will, get rotten pretty quick. So I think somebody come outside, but maybe they went inside. I'm gonna walk up here and check these. It is quiet now. The cicadas are, I guess, going down for the night. The sunnier it is, the louder they are. I think they typically quit about 5 or 6. Okay, I thought I heard some, but maybe just phantom cicadas. The onions are just gonna try to grow through this cover I put on here, I guess. I just wanted to walk up here and check on these. Here's one. They are tiny. My face back there messed it up, but they're tiny, but they taste really, really good. They're like so delicious. If you want to do anything with them, obviously you have to like save them up, especially because now we only have so many, because we had 2 rows. We saved some of them and put them in here, and then we gave Jonathan some too. I don't know if he has his. I need to see. I know last year he had them and they still produced, but anyways, just wanted to check on them. The storm the other day blew the cover off of the blueberries, and I never got up here and put it back on, and I'm getting ready to do it, but the poles, one of them ended up, I guess I didn't have it deep enough, so it kind of fell, and then I need to bring a hammer out here to get it in the ground again. And we're supposed to get another storm tomorrow. Another very severe chance of the same stuff that came through on Friday, and I'm really stressing it. I used to have storm anxiety really bad. It started when I was 10. We lived in a trailer park, and a big storm came through. We was down at one of my sister's friends, and their older brother, he was an adult at the time. I think he was like 19, almost 20 or something, but he came barreling in the house, scared to death, talking about the winds and thought a tornado was coming and stuff. And that, it like scarred me. It really messed with me since that happened, and it used to be really, really bad. And then I guess when I was 14 and got saved, started using God as a buffer, and I'd read my Bible to help, because it would physically make me sick, like stomach cramps, really bad stomach pains. I have stomach issues anyways. I was diagnosed with gastritis at 13. I had stomach polyps. They went in and removed and all that, but it would get so bad that it would like physically make me sick. And then, like I was saying, I got saved when I was 14, and I would use God as a crutch, and it really helped. And I fully believe that He diverted storms more than once because of me praying for that. Not me necessarily, but I don't want to think I'm not powerful. I'm not, but He is. But I would physically, get sick from them. And I would pray about them, and you could see on the radar, like they would just they'd go away from us. And I'm not saying that He did it for me, but I'm saying that I prayed about it and He made it happen, kind of thing. However, like I said, as I've got older and whatnot, that has pretty much went away. Like, we moved into this house, John built the basement, and when we first moved here, it was a double wide, so the fear was still there. But John built the basement. That was something that I always wanted. I told him we needed a building or a basement. So we built the building, this one up here. He built it fairly quickly. When we moved in, less than a year tops, he had that building built. And when we lived in the double wide, if something happened, we just planned to go to the building. Now we got the basement, and so that does help. But it doesn't help. Like, especially with the one that went through down south. It just completely wiped out houses. And I get, if you have a basement, you're at least in the basement. But you just fear the whole house just falling, and then, you know, you're trapped in the basement. So it's just a whole new game, and a whole new round of anxiety that's been triggered for me. And I've really been stressing it. I've been trying not to. If I try to start to get stressed, I just pray about it, and, you know, pray for God to protect us and our family and our home and, you know, our community. And Friday I did that. I hadn't been like super worried about it, but Friday storm, they was really hyping it up. Sometimes they hype it up for no reason, and that's what you hope for. Sometimes they hype it up because things happen. And Friday evening when I brought Clovis out, I was getting a little bit anxious. I didn't bring Clovis out. I came out to close up the goats. We made Clovis sleep in the house. And as I was closing up the goats, I was praying, you know, for God to protect our family and us. And, you know, we had the baby, but Jonathan and Kim, they were still at home. And we had friends and family all around us. And so, you know, I was praying for protection and whatnot. And so I've been just trying to do that when the overwhelm hits, and I get worried about it. I say a prayer. Especially you get on social media and you see stuff, and hopefully they're just hyping this one up for no reason. But, you know, it's just, the anxiety's back, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to not let it get to me, but it is. So I'm just praying that the storms, you know, stay away. I hope that they don't become anything like they're saying. I know they're already hitting like Kansas, and it is definitely creating tornadoes and making tornadoes. So I'm just really hoping that it just disperses and goes away. Kentucky has been through a lot this past year. Been a lot of neighbors over there, so he's probably looking at me like I'm a weirdo, but it's fun. I'm on my phone now, so he just probably thinks I'm FaceTime. Anyways, we don't care. It's fine. But we've been through a lot, and we need a break. The whole state does. So between the floodings and tornadoes out west, and then now this down here with us, we need a break. It's time for a break. But yeah, we're just hoping and praying for a break, and praying that the people that they're hitting right now, it's not affecting them more severely than it already has. But anyways, I'm about to head up and get ready to get into the bed, because tomorrow's a whole nother day of anxiety. But hopefully not, you know. Hopefully it doesn't get as bad as they say. I know that we're all just like raw right now, because of what came through this weekend. So anyways, we're gonna get in the house, and we'll see you all next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends. Y'all, I wasn't even seeing the neighbor. I've seen his satellite dish from when he used to live there. He's behind a tree, in my defense, so looked like a man bent over in a gray shirt. It's time for bed.
Life ain't perfect, but it's all we've got. Beautiful chaos.